My girlfriend hit my best friend's wife. Trigger warnings. Potential racism, assault, infidelity. So I'll give some backstory here because there was already tension prior to this incident. I and my best friend have been best friends for over 20 years. We are now 28 and 27. He doesn't like sharing any of his business. This also applied when he started dating his now wife, 26. I didn't even know until they had officially become a couple, and I hadn't met her until after their 1-year anniversary. Best friend asked me to not tell my girlfriend about his because my girlfriend is pretty talkative and would have told others. I didn't see a problem with this as my best friend and GF didn't really talk much, and me and my GF never talked about him. About 3 years ago my best friend posted about his 3-year anniversary with his girlfriend, and all of our friends were shocked as none of them knew he was seeing anyone. My girlfriend got upset with me for knowing this information and keeping it a secret from her. We had a fight but resolved it. I've suggested double dates since, but she has never been interested. She didn't even come to my best friend's wedding. Fast forward to now, our friend group always takes a vacation every year. My best friend's wife has never come, so all of our friends only met her at the wedding. This year, we were set to go skiing. Some things happened and we couldn't make it our original destination. So we ended up coming to my best friend's house. Everyone was excited because they'd get to see best friend's wife. While at the house, I got really sick from the food we had at the airport. I had stomachaches and the worst headache humanly possible. Best friend's wife is one of those herbal medicine people. So she made me some tea and did some trick with pulling my hair to relieve the headache, which worked instantly. She had made dinner. My girlfriend refused to eat and insisted she wasn't hungry. Cool. We complimented the cooking and went to sleep early. My girlfriend has refused to talk to best friend's wife and has been upset this entire trip. She has been mocking best friend's wife's accent. She's from Congo, and we talked about it and she finally stopped. The last pair of people we had been waiting for arrived super late last night. So today we hung out at the house and had dinner together. There have been a lot of attention on best friend's wife as no one really knows her. My girlfriend got angry and started mocking her accent in front of everyone. Best friend glared at me and it got really awkward. I spoke with GF outside and she started crying really loud and backed on some plant stand and accidentally knocked it over, which made a noise. Best friend's wife came to check up and before I knew it my girlfriend punched her face and she started crying. My best friend came to this and now wants my girlfriend gone in the morning. With the holidays, no nice hotels near us are available. GF doesn't care and is sleeping on the couch. I've apologized to my friend and his wife several times. But I'm completely pissed at my girlfriend. She doesn't normally act like this. She hasn't been clear on her feelings or thoughts leading up to now. This is definitely going to leave a dent in my friendship. I don't know what more to do here. Update 1. I went to wake her up in the morning but she was already up and ready and packed. I tried talking to her and she refused. I went back upstairs to wake up my friend before we left. He demanded an explanation on the violence. GF just started crying that we were ganging up on her. Friend told her if she didn't explain then he'd call the police. They went back and forth and the friends that were in the downstairs guest room came out. So we ended up leaving to not cause more commotion and wake up his wife. She didn't say anything to anyone and got in the car. The whole time she refused to talk to me even at the hotel. I kept asking her what happened. I went to shower and when I came back out she left. I checked her location and she was driving. I called, kept declining my calls, then she texted me she wanted space. My texts haven't been going through. I haven't really thought about the whole thing since and have just been in my room. Friend came to pick me up this morning. I feel awful being here. Wife's face definitely bruised. And now I have to sit here and look at her even though she's been nothing but nice to me and I'm the cause of it. The rest of the trip is cancelled. No one really wants to go anymore. 2 of our friends went home and the rest have been here trying to teach my friend's wife how to fight. I know a lot of people said that she may have had feelings towards my friend. I haven't found anything to support that. I went through her iPad that's linked to her phone. I did find pictures of my friend that was zoomed into, but I feel like that's not enough, especially since at a point one of her friends used to be interested in my friend, so the pictures were probably to send to her friend. Other than that, nothing. If there is feelings involved, it would be one-sided. My friend isn't exactly the biggest fan of my girlfriend. Some background on their relationship. When we started dating, they met once at a restaurant. And then any time after that was through me on the phone, so if I was OTP with friend and girlfriend was there, she'd say hi and vice versa. They don't even have each other's numbers, not to mention we live in different states. And friend was a virgin before he met his wife. Any time after that, they don't really spend time alone. If I'm not around, she's always with her friend. A few months into our relationship where she hadn't really known my friend much. My friend came to my house because he had suspected that his cancer came back and wasn't great about it. He talked about it me while my girlfriend was there. She, wanting to help, told our friends about it so they can support him. And it turned into this huge thing, and friend was not happy about it. After that he always made sure, if it was really personal to him, for me to not tell my girlfriend. If it was up to my friend, he would never talk to anyone. He has warmed up and gotten better about it over the years that we've been friends. I promise this man isn't hiding his wife. He is the most proud man when it comes to his wife. She has been to every single one of our work events. Even when she couldn't physically be there, he'd have her on featuring to see what was going on. He used to say, "My girlfriend, any chance he gets." He literally said that the reason he married her was because wife was shorter than girlfriend. He is one of those guys that will, my wife, TF out of you. He's naturally a corny person. I mean, he says, "I love you," every time before getting off the phone. But after his wife, he's much cornier now. He isn't a social media person altogether, but posts yearly to wish people happy holidays or birthdays. He specifically didn't want our friends to know about his girl because they can be a bit invasive about these things. We like to joke around sometimes. There has been instances where pranks were done on couples as well that went too far for him and more. His wife doesn't curse, drink, or smoke, and shush is a bit of a prude. All of which our friends are opposed to, so bringing her around them wouldn't have been ideal anyway. Op also adds a bunch of screenshots of a conversation between him and the best friend. The conversation: Op, how is wife's name? Best friend, she's finally sleeping. Punch wasn't really bad. I think it's just everything else that's been going on that made it all really overwhelming. Op, I'm really sorry. IDKY, GFS name, been acting like this. Best friend, she hasn't offered any explanation. Op, nope, refused to talk or even stay in the room, she's downstairs. Best friend, make sure she's not trying to break anything else downstairs. I really do mean it, I want her home in the morning. I don't want wife's name seeing. Op, yeah, no, we're going to a hotel in, location name, they're gonna let us check in early. Well, stay there while I figure things out with GFS name. Best friend, are you still going to location name? Op, IDK, you, best friend, no, I'm going to stay with wife's name. I wanna make sure her face doesn't swell or bruise. I don't need her upset or stressed right now. Op, yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Best friend, no, you're fine. I've met GFS name, I know there wasn't really anything that could have been done. I promise I won't hold it against you. GFS name, on the other hand, she's charging that knife taser you got her, sue. Op, F, best friend, I love you. Take care of this. I'm going to sleep. You try and get some sleep too. Op, yeah, I will. Best friend, wake me up before you go. Update 2-ish. It's bunch of screenshots of different conversations between OP and the best friend, which reads as follows. The conversations, ****. Op, I love you, best friend. Responds with a blushing Patrick gif. Op. What picture should I post? Attaches pictures of himself under this text. Best friend. Wow, you're sexy. Op. Thank you, daddy. Best friend. Stop it, smiling face with hearts, smiling face with hearts, smiling face with hearts. Dash 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 dash. BESTFRIEND. Good morning, sunshine. The sky is awake, so I'm awake, so we have to. Op blurs the rest of the text. The best friend also sends a "the sky is awake, so I'm awake" gif of Anna from Frozen. Op. Fine, I'm coming. Love you, best friend. Awesome. Love you. Dash 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 dash. BESTFRIEND. You make half of the pie. Op. Whoa. Half. Who's the other half? Best friend. My Amu and Abu and OFC Rice. Op. Where is wife's name? Best friend. She's the pan holding it together and the oven that bakes it to perfection. Hot face, the whipped cream, and the knife to cut the slices and plates to hold the slices. Op also added under the pictures. Despite how corny he can get, this is within the last 2 weeks. This entire weeks he's seen me, so it's mostly last week. I deal with worse on the phone. But I do always tell him I love him. I know a lot of people saw me not say it back on the last post, but I promise I do. Newest and final update. This is the last post, hopefully. Sorry for the late update, I've been pretty occupied and I tried posting recently with some pictures, but my post was taken down and I wasn't able to post. But this whole thing was a huge misunderstanding. About 2 after I had been back at my friend's house, she responded to my messages and wanted to talk. At the time I was really upset, so I called her and we ended exchanging some awful words to each other. That night she called my friend in front of me and was crying, "We don't deserve this," and etc., which had us both confused until she explained to him that his wife was pregnant by me, which is not the case. Side note, there is one part of the story I didn't mention, because I didn't think it was relevant to the story. And it was also very private. Some days before trip, my friend's wife called me about finding out she was pregnant. She wanted to surprise her husband during New Year's and basically needed my help since her friend wasn't able to come. While I was there, we did take a moment and she raised her concerns with me as she was getting nervous about the announcement. We were in private and hadn't thought much about this after. I did find out, however. My girlfriend heard us and thought the wife was pregnant by me. His wife was sleeping at the time of the call, so I tried telling them that wasn't the case. He went through her phone and found threads and threads of messages she's had with her mom and best friend, and including me. Starting from when she found out, which we hadn't seen each in months. I ended up going to pick her up so we could talk some more. We talked for some time where she revealed that she thought she was pregnant during the whole trip. She was too scared to get tested, so we stayed in a hotel that night and then got her tested next morning. Surely enough, she was pregnant. She has come back to apologize to my friend and his wife, and they were really understanding since it was due to a huge misunderstanding. We've been back since and have been trying to figure out everything. We aren't exactly ready to be back in the relationship since we both shared some really bad words to each other. It's been a lot past few months as her parents have discovered the pregnancy and want her to terminate. I have offered to marry her since they're saying they're traditional, but that hasn't worked. For now they're no contact, and that has taken up some of the stress. We are both working out our relationship still, but we are excited about our son. I can't go through all the comments again since there were a lot, but I can answer questions if there are any confusions. Edit. I'm not making any excuses for her, I'm simply telling you guys the explanation that a lot of you have been wanting. I suggested marriage to appease her parents as they were making some threats that would ruin girlfriend's life. And despite how she's acted recently, we were together for 7 years and I couldn't fathom her life being ruined that she worked hard for, especially being pregnant with our child. Our feelings aren't, nor are we looking to get into a relationship, but we do have some kind of relationship for our child. If my friends wanted to press charges against her, I would be in support, because if someone else hit her, I would. But they haven't and have chosen to forgive while keeping a distance from as we were before the situation. I understand the situation is aggravating and so a lot of you feel strongly, but let's try and remember I am a person when you're leaving unnecessarily mean comments and sending death threats to my unborn child. I will no longer be responding nor posting further here. Thank you for those you have been supportive and suggestive, as that has been helpful. Enjoy the rest of your night, everyone.
Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more.